Oh, hello, Denny.
Yeah, hello brother.
Yeah.
Yes, brother.
Oh yeah, I see. I see the resemblance with the hair, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so well, I'm here to talk about something.
Yeah, what's that?
I wanted to ask to you. You ever work? You ever do multitasking, right?
Yeah,
of course.
sometimes.
So while you were working or while you were working and studying, do you tend to do one task at a time, or you tend to do it separately? Which one do you tend to?
Yeah, it depends for what task is it, because if the task is so complicated, I have to concentrate in one of them.
So, well, it's pretty much the opposite of me. Even though it's really it's really complex things, which probably I do at the moment. Well, I tend to do multitasking a lot if I can. Yeah, of course, I won't do multitasking if I'm on, in exam at school.
Yeah, I believe you can.
So, I would like to talk about some particular thing. Which one do you think easy to do, easy to multitask, and which part do you think is not really that good, or maybe it's quite a bit? It can turn quite a bit dangerous. So, what about if you are cooking and you are talking to a friend? How well you do it? How well cooking and talking?
Yeah,
before.
I think it's possible, but maybe it distract. But the taste of the meal, the food, because from my experience that the taste is decreased the taste. I cook food too salt. And what about you? You have some experience about that?
Yeah, I got some experience, and I also don't like something salty.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, I have a really bad experience with hot oil, which is my main concern about multitasking when do cooking is, well, I tend to use oil a lot. Which means I usually cook with oil. Especially with oil, I can do it with steam. Well, I haven't done anything without. Beside oil-based cooking, it really hurts a lot when you got oil on your head. It's really hot.
And
which I don't really like. It's probably I prefer not to multitask when I'm cooking.
Yeah.
So, what about listening to music while you are studying? Well, even for me, I do it a lot. Especially, I do it a lot.
It's because for it's can increase our mood and make our work or studying faster. And
for me the same reason. It could enlighten my mood, to do, and especially when I'm studying and I need something to get done very fast, I will turn up my volume up and then play some rock music.
Yeah, sometimes we get bored.
Yeah. I tend to move a lot when I hear something upbeat. Okay, so to what extent do you think doing one thing affect how well you do the other?
Yeah, maybe I will put an example that checking an alternative route on our sat nav when we are driving. Because checking route not just look to turn how to turn right, but also how efficient that route, so we can go to somewhere very faster than the main route.
Well, I think if sometimes some work which I do multitask really affect me a lot, especially on concentration I have, which sometimes decrease my my quality of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I do multitasking, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about multitasking itself? Do you think it helps people or make it worse?
Yeah, maybe for my experience that it depends. Just it depends for what task is it.
Yeah.
What about you? Is that
Yeah,
that-
it's especially it's quite the same because I use my multitasking skill for do my study
Mhm.
while listening to music, which I really like to do it a lot. And also, with one of my multitasking hobby, which really pull me backward to which while I'm cramming for the next exam, I tend to seek for pleasure.
Mhm.
Yeah, seek for another pleasure. Cramming is really stressful job.
Yeah.
You have to read it all from your first
The
page
first
of the
part,
book
yeah.
until the last page of
Yeah.
the book. Yeah, which will sum up. You will have your head heat up.
yeah.
You will have heat up.
The small.
Yeah,
the
so
small-
I tend to seek for pleasure, which I'm really good at it. Really good at finding a good spot to seek a pleasure. Maybe I could, spend my time for a few minutes and go back, which I don't go back,
Mhm.
and that's my problem with multitasking.
Yeah. Okay. But let's change the topic. I want to talk about movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we are love movie.
yeah, I love movie a lot. Yeah, so what do you think? What are you going to talk about movie?
Yeah, maybe the main topic. I will spoiler.
Wow, yeah, I have the things too. Well, because I don't know, probably some small, little spoiler like synopsis,
Yeah.
which I consider as a spoiler. It helps me to decide which movie to watch first and which movie to
Yeah.
watch the next. And what do you think about you? How do you react about spoiler?
Yeah. So do I help to choose the it's better or not, and sometimes it makes me curious.
So spoiler makes you curious.
Yeah,
about-
yeah. Is the all of them is the story is
Mhm.
better than this it spoiled or it was.
So, have you ever heard a spoiler from your friend?
Yeah, but sometimes I spoil my friends.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Because somehow I step forward
Yeah, because
with something that I like.
yeah, because I want to talk about that story. Discuss with that with my friends.
So you spoil them.
Yeah, and I wanna ask what do you think about that?
So, in this case, you get spoiled. What do you think? Because I really don't like to get spoiled.
Yeah, it depends. For maybe if the spoil of the sequel or trilogy of some movie that we know that the movie is good. Maybe I don't want to hear the spoil. Maybe, but if the first movie, when in the future it will be a sequel. Maybe I wanna.
Okay. Yeah. So, just you will when you get spoiled, things will happen, right?
Yeah.
How do you think about that? Like this thing is going to happen. Which most spoiler contain the best part of the movie, actually.
Yeah. Sometimes it depends on the movie because the director wanna get a few or fewer the audience for that movie too. Maybe they it insists to give the audience, the viewer, the point.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think that's it for
Yeah.
some discussion.
I have to do
Yeah.
the temptation too.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.